Hey, Knight. Just getting something, just letting people know that I'm doing. Wait a second, Koopa Stew, those guys are sentient, boss. You sentient to who? That is a matter of opinion and perspective. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Question, what streaming platform do you prefer your viewers to be on? Either or. If you're on YouTube, donating to my Ko-fi is preferred. But if you're on Twitch, biddies are fine. YouTube also helps with getting stuff with like direct viewership and watch time, which really, really helps. So yeah, it up to you, honestly. So you prefer? I prefer to stream on either or because I know people have their preferences. Ooh. Ooh. New Chaos Lore with Jump Pack. I'm gonna build him claws. Ooh. Big monkey noise. Sorry for like the more laid back feeling tonight. I have been stressed the fuck out. I'm a very empathetic person, so like here to say hi, push engagement, and ask how's the painting going. Love your chaos terms I saw recently. Thank you. Oh my god. The painting is going fine, I like to say. Aside from me wanting to... It's a nightmare, painting 34 models over the course of like 4 days. I'm staying up late tonight to get like a squad of regular CSM done. Because, I'm stupid. And I don't know how to manage my time properly. Like a silly person. Whew. Did I not grab the proper glue? No, the glue's down there. 2 questions for the bar, boss. First, the bar's in the warp, right? 2, where the grok stakes come from. Ooh. You don't question where the food comes from. That's the rule. You don't question it. You don't bring it up. You eat what's put in front of you. You order it, you eat it. End of story. When I'm close to finishing a mini, I always find the motivation hardest. Lol. Got to interrogate a chap. Got to interrogate a chaplain, finish up. Ooh. Interrogators are hard. 3-4. There's 3. It's also just been like, you know, trying to distract my brain. Because, like, there's just nothing I can do aside from, like, work and be an entertainer. And, yeah. By the way, speaking of, you guys are still far off of the goal of 2K before the end of the month. And, we're still working on getting more and more people to join to subscribe to YouTube. So that way we could probably complete the other goal, which was 15K subs. I think we could do it. Enough time. But from what world? None of your business. Listen. This bar was gifted to me by the Changeling, okay? It's gifted to me by the Changeling. And there's a lot of stuff that you don't need to worry about, okay? There's a lot of stuff you don't need to worry about. It's not rude. It's just business. It's not rude, it's just business, okay? Put out a... I'm not coming in to save y'all again. I already lifted the rule there, T-Com. I already lifted the rule. Because I'm like, well... understanding the world a little bit here. 1 and 2. Okay. Also, you know you and Will can join in, right? Like, I'm in the broadcasting room. I'm sitting in here for a reason.
Yes, I may already be here.
Oh,
hello.
Shit. Whoops. Oop.
I can smell you.
Welcome, both of you.
I didn't see you in there, so.
No, you guys were doing a thing in the main chat there with streaming. What were you guys doing?
Oh, I'm playing Door Kickers 2.
Which game?
It's called Door Kickers 2. Think of it like XCOM, but RTS.
Wasn't XCOM already an RTS?
No,
as
it's
in real
turn-based.
time, not turn-based. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And top down.
Did you check the bar for bugs? Because a gift from the Changeling always comes with a price. Oh, there's a thumbnail coming. Don't worry. Have you seen the Fire Dragon Meltas? They are very strong. We are going to be covering that. I just want to get this guy. I just want to get this guy built first.
I have, and they scare me.
Oh yeah. Apparently they're back
Don't
in
worry.
stock, or did they like sell out again like super fast? They were back in stock for like.
There are no bugs in the bar. The Union is watching. The Union is always watching.
The fire dragons are going to be out of stock for like they're going to come back in stock, and then they're going to immediately go back out of stock again because they are like point for point like ridiculously good.
Son of a bitch. Well, the book came in today, as I showed everybody. And though it's going to my brother, because my brother plays Eldar, and I'm a nice younger brother, because he was like, I don't have the money to buy it right now, and I'm like, hey, I made some extra cash from some work that I did. I could just buy it for you, and he's gonna come pick it up later after stream.
Ooh.
But we get the express permission to go through it and talk about it. You see, I'm smart. I think things through before I do them. Except I don't.
How can I turn this into content?
How can I turn?
Okay, turn this into money.
Exactly. It's all fake, huh? Still fearing the day that I have to do fucking Fire Warrior. Though April Fools, I think you all will love what I have in mind for April Fools. You'll never guess it. But, it's a plan in the making. I'll just have to remember to turn off my, my Steam so that way no one can spoil it.
How dare you?
Nothing will compromise my jokes, sir. Nothing. Can I bring my cat in the bar? So long as you don't let it... So long as it, doesn't shit where we eat, we're fine.
We serve food here, good sir.
Yeah, so, like, don't let it shit where we eat. Unless this is your weird way of telling me something. Sisters as Harlequins? What? Yeah, from what I saw, those orange Eldar are super anti-tank. Fire dragons are what they're called, and yeah, that's their speciality. They hunt down armor.
Yeah, they're the close range anti-tank as opposed to the Dark Reapers, who are the long range anti-tank.
I thought Dark Reapers were like anti-elite.
Like we can talk about it when we get to it, but like they have big missile launchers. They're gonna do, and there's 5 of them.
Oh, they have missile launchers now.
Let me just.
Chat, there's no middle ground with Eldar. It's either the most broken thing ever, or they're like the most middle of the road. Usually, most broken thing ever. I've never seen an edition where they haven't broken the meta in half.
Good. Disrupt the meta. Destroy it.
Okay, yeah, they're called Reaper launchers, and they're basically they're basically Eldar missile. Because we can get into that when we go through the book about like how originally the Eldar were basically the fast but light mirror for Space Marines, in the same way that the Orcs are, which is why they basically all have like equivalent units to each other. Like down to the point that like originally the Wraith Lord was just called the Eldar Dreadnought.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I actually I went through a lot of the old White Dwarfs that I have, and like I looked through the battle reports, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, they're calling this a Dreadnought, not a Wraith Lord.
Orc Dreadnought and Eldar Dreadnought.
It's weird, and I hate it.
Yeah, in Rogue Trader they didn't even have vehicles. They had rhinos and land raiders, which were the reasoning was that they've stolen them.
Eldar ever using Imperial equipment is fun.
Well, like all of the Eldar in Rogue Trader are basically Corsairs. They're basically just pirates.
Yeah.
Specifically, they were usually they were the Eldritch Raiders, which are Prince Uriel's Corsairs.
There was some good news that cheered me up today a little bit about the world.
Oh.
It is a little bit of politic talk, but Canada has made deals with 50 different countries to expand our trade agreements.
Good.
And that made me very happy to learn, because I'm like, hey, we're finally doing that thing that we should have been doing like years ago.
Turns out everyone being dependent on the US is actually a really bad thing strategically.
Doesn't help when the US bullied a lot of people into it, but who am I to talk? Who am I to talk?
Hey,
Anyway.
we gave them a lot of shit too.
Yeah,
I mean, I shouldn't really talk. I can't really talk about imperialism in British.
Listen, you can't talk about imperialism because you're British. I can't talk about war crimes because I'm Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you can't do that. That's against the law. Who the fuck are you to talk? I'm the guy that made the. I'm the reason why those laws exist. And if I can't do them, you can't. Stares
Yes,
in
I can.
Canadian audacity.
Yeah, it makes sense. At the end of the day.
Hello, everybody. Come on in. We're just a little bit of good news about the world, because like that, I was like, how fucked are we today? Oh, Canada has made 50 new trade agreements. Hey, big smile. Either way, we're not here to do that today. We're here to talk about the good shit, the Warhammer, and eventually the BattleTech, because like I'm gonna be a part of that campaign soon enough. Very excited about that.
Oh god, I forgot that was a ruling.
What's the ruling? What's the ruling?
So I was looking through I was getting Eldari Codex errata. Oh,
Ooh.
just to,
They already released an errata?
yeah, it came out at launch. It's like a couple of misprints and stuff in the book.
Oh shit.
It's not a lot. Basically, it changes Baharoth's ability to be can deep strike within 6, not within 3, because they changed that between when the book was written and when and they changed it in general that nothing can deep strike within 3, everything is within 6 now.
Hmm.
And there was they rewrote how the Warlock Conclave and the Warlock Skyrunners work in terms of joining other units, basically.
Uh, Tunis, I'm gonna disappoint you like I disappoint every other AOS fan. No, I will not be covering AOS. AOS does not interest me. It is not for me. Uh, does that mean it's a bad game? No, I like my sci-fi. I like guns. I like shooting. I do not enjoy AOS's thing. And another reason why was because I needed to choose one hobby, one game, and that was 40K.
Gonna disappoint you like my dad.
And also 30k.
And also 30K. Essentially, it's all future stuff for me. AOS is just it's not my ballpark, essentially. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So they're in Warhammer: The Old World. There is a magic item, and it's in the enchanted items class called the Wizarding Hat. And what the Wizarding Hat is, it makes you a wizard. You can cast spells.
You're a wizard now.
Yeah, but it's classed as an enchanted item. And one of the questions that was in the FAQ is, can you have a character who's equipped with both a wizarding hat and a magic helmet? And their answer is yes, but only if you model both of them on the model.
I like that
I'd do it.
response.
I'd do it.
Oh, do not get me wrong. AOS does have some beautiful looking models. Again,
Oh,
I was very tempted. I was very tempted. I was either going to be playing Slaves to Darkness, Sylvaneth, or Orcs.
Mm.
I was very tempted, but, you know, gotta listen to the wife. If I can't get Mask of Fear, the Star Wars novel, because as my wife puts it, the last thing you need right now is a brutally realistic Star Wars story. And I'm like, but...
Speaking of which, Andor Season 2 is out in like a month.
Yeah!
You shouldn't have told me that.
The book is supposed to tie into Andor.
Oh, sweet.
The book is called Reign of the Empire: The Mask of Fear. It's set around just like right after episode 3. And it deals with the consequences of Palpatine just starting the Empire, with Mon Mothma and Bail Organa being the main characters of the book.
I have a controversial opinion.
What's up?
The prequels are better than the original series.
Share your thoughts, sir. Share your thoughts.
Okay. And yes, a lot of people say the politics, especially in the first movie, is a drag on it. I disagree, because we learn, ignoring the books, ignoring the expanded universe, everything else, we learn a lot more about the world, Star Wars world, and how it works. The acting, even though it's stilted at times, episode 2, Padme and Anakin,
Yep.
is still better than in the original series. Special effects are much better, and plot points, how they're spaced out in between the 3 movies, is a lot more organic than it was in the original series.
I'm going to say this. Rest in peace, the actor for Palpatine. Ian McDermott. Yeah, like, motherfucker knew how to have a good time.
Oh yeah.
Like, rewatching those, like, we just rewatched those 3 movies. We've been having a marathon at home. Because, like, I need to be listening to something while I'm painting, or I go stir crazy. And genuinely, like, listening to him just go the fuck off is awesome. Like, man was casted for the role. Man was just like, nah, I die as Palpatine. We go this hard. And
Yeah. I want to say, Ian McDermott's still alive.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
I thought he was dead.
No.
He's old. He's not that old.
Like,
I think he was probably like around 50 when they shot The Phantom Menace.
He was born in 1972.
why did they
so-
replace him, though? Like,
They didn't.
what the fuck? Why does his voice sound different?
'Cause he's older.
Now, just petty crooks. Like,
Okay, wait. Are we talking the Sidious voice or the Palpatine voice?
the Palpatine one.
Yeah, it's because he's older.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, doing Sidious, he said, like, it, as much as he enjoyed it, it sucked on his voice. His throat did not like that.
I mean, fair. There was something that like caught me off guard, is that like they changed the voice actor in like the Clone Wars there, and that threw me off, right? And I thought he died.
No, he's well, it's because they got Sam Witwer to ADR a bunch of his stuff because they needed
Oh,
pickups.
right.
Also, cheaper.
Yeah.
Fair.
And all love to him, he's not a voice actor. And voice acting and acting, 2 entirely different skills.
Oh yeah, no, like that's
I
very
mean-
evident with like.
Oh, okay.
Well, say what you want to say, Will. Don't let my opinion cancel out yours.
I think his Maul is actually pretty good. I think it's a pretty good take on thingies from the original.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think Brandon Rogers put it best. He voices Blitz and Hell of a Boss.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because before that, he'd never done voice acting before. And he's in an interview, he's talking about it, and it's like, so yeah, your normal day for acting is around 12 hours, but you're only acting probably at most for about 2 of that.
Mhm.
When you're voice acting, a session is about 4 hours, but you're doing it the entire time. And so when he's like, yeah, the first time I went in to record for Viv and for the first time, I was like, 4 hours? No, we're going for a full 8 here. And he said, like, yeah, I was dying the entire time.
Oh yeah, we're going for the full 8. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, like I think Sam Witwer did an interview where he was talking about he was in recording some stuff for I think it was Clone Wars, or it may have been some pickups for Force Unleashed 2, and they'd outsourced it to like a third party recording studio or whatever it is in LA, and he was in doing the work, and he did his set, and he came back out and he was talking to the engineer, and the engineer says, "Hang on, because you'll want to see who's in next." And apparently he sat in the engineer's booth, and the guy who went in next and did like a 4 or 5 hour just recording session was Frank Welker.
Oh!
And apparently, like, just no flaws, nothing, perfect first time. He's been doing it for like 30 years. Like,
Just casually
just
strolls on in.
yeah. Gives like the best performance like anyone's ever heard. Like, no clips, no pauses, no ums.
No
Like, at any
fucking
point.
ums. God damn.
But then again, it's Frank Welker, so it's like, you know,
Yep.
Megatron. I can't even remember. I don't even remember what he said it was for. Like, I can't even remember what he would have been in at the time. It may have been Transformers.
I actually just I watched Pointless Hub's video on the G1 Transformers, and fuck, that's funny. That was a funny video. Man, why did you... Hey guys, I have an idea. Hey Hasbro, I have an idea. What's the idea? Let's just kill Optimus Prime. Let's have consequences and stakes. It's just a suggestion. We don't have to do it. No, do it. What? Do it.
Yeah.
What?
He's not.
Do
In,
it.
he's
Coward.
not in, yeah, do it. He's not in the next Twilight.
Just do it. Do it, fuckface.
We have another truck now. We have to sell that.
We have Rodimus. Who fucking cares about the Optimus? We got the Rod.
Which is the weird thing, because I believe, and I could be wrong about this, my Transformers lore is not as good as other subjects, but I believe the bot that Rodimus is based on is more popular in Japan than Convoy was.
Probably.
It looks cooler.
So fun fact,
Oh.
I liked Rodimus. Everyone was like, I hate Rodimus. Rodimus is stupid. I'm sitting here like, I like Rodimus. I'm that one fucking weirdo.
You're not the weirdo so much as an oddity. There's
Hey, Shadow.
difference.
Well, like,
Whoa.
I didn't grow up with G1, right? I grew up with, like, Armada, Energon, War for Cybertron, that kind of thing. My first Transformers show was Beast Wars.
Like, if your also, like, if your introduction to Transformers was the movie, then he's the hero.
Yeah.
Like,
But you want to know how they introduced him in Energon? He's
Oh,
he's a veteran. He's a veteran of the war. Like, he was the other guy in command. There was Optimus, and then there was Rodimus. Optimus was like the new kid, like the new guy on the block. Rodimus was like the grizzled veteran. And when he shows up in like Energon, it's basically just like, oh my god, it's Rodimus. Hey, why didn't you kill them? What? Why didn't you kill them? Like, he's very much like grizzled war veteran, like, cut the shit, just kill them. What? Why? We can always work out a different solution. There's no solution. You just fucking kill them.
We've already tried.
We tried it once. Didn't end so well, did it? And like he was also
we put machine guns in your arms for a reason, robot.
he was also working with Alpha Q in that. Cause it was like there's 4 planets at stake here, and like, nah, bring back Unicron. Why? Cause like we can use Unicron to open up a portal to save Alpha Q's people. Because apparently the Quintessons weren't the bad guys in like Energon. It's very weird.
Like, Energon is a lucid dream. I think that's a fair assessment.
That is a fair assessment. I feel like I should go over Energon at one point. Like I have.
Oh God,
I
that's
have
a deep dive and a half.
I have like this strange compulsion to go back to like my childhood and rewatch things and be like, is my fucking brain lying to me? Like, is this the kind of thing where I can't trust my own fucking brain? And that I just need to like have like the adult perspective? Galvatron better than Megatron.
That's a take.
That's a take.
The one that I always remembered for years, and no one ever believed me. There's 2 that actually of like stuff I watched when I was a kid, and like this was like in the 90s, which was like I remember that there was a Power Rangers series that starts off with them all in Starship Troopers armor.
Oh, that's Lost Galaxy.
Lost Galaxy, yeah, I know that now.
The Charlie Brown suits. No, seriously, chat. I need to show you this.
I do not remember this.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's another lucid dream.
It's because Saban had access to the props that they used in Starship Troopers, so they start out wearing like the Starship Troopers armor.
Oh yeah, it's so wild. Like look at this chat. Charlie Brown suits.
Why are we bringing up Lucid Dreams, a series?
Like the weird thing about this as well is I also went back and did a bit of thing on this. Like Lost Galaxy is like based on like a like Save the Environment series of Sentai. It's all set on Earth.
Yeah, like they don't leave Earth orbit at all.
No,
that's hilarious. Like this show is very creative. They instead of like not leaving Earth, they have a colony with like all these different biomes in it. It's stupid as shit, but like, oh my god, it's hilarious.
But like Power Rangers in Space is based off a Sentai that does not go into space.
It doesn't. It's
video games. It's like a video games one.
Yeah.
It's. Oh god, we're on all the lucid dreams right now.
It's funny. It's genuinely hilarious.
So like that was one of them, and then you guys have I think in the States it's American Gladiators, but in the UK it was just called Gladiators.
Yeah.
In like the 90s.
Continuing on to like the early 2000s too for American Gladiator.
It's like back on British television like now.
Oh god.
It's still on in America.
Yeah, they keep bringing it back.
Is it still on in the US? That's odd.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a revival of it in like the early 2010s, I want to say, on UK television. And the guy who is the current general manager of Monday Night Raw in the WWE was one of the Gladiators.
Oh my god.
It's just bizarre when you watch it now. So it was like the original one in the UK was like hugely popular, like massively popular. It was ridiculously successful. And it spawned a bunch of spin-offs. And I remembered one of them. And this is like almost lost media, and it's basically American Gladiators or Gladiators in the UK. But on ice skates.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, there's no way that could go wrong.
It was called Ice Warriors. It was like 12 episodes, and I just remember this because it was done like post-apocalyptic gladiators.
Good job, team. Good job. Proud of you.
Speaking of shows that I feel like I had a fever dream for,
Mm-hmm.
I have this memory
Mm-hmm.
in the mid 2000s. I want to say like 2008, 2010 ish, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
They took a bunch of kids, put them in the middle of fucking nowhere, and had them compete for prizes. And these prizes would be like, hey, you either A, have clean drinking water, or B, a pizza party.
Sounds like you're talking about Total Drama Island.
It's kind of like that, but real life.
A reality one.
I think I remember something like that.
And these are all like 9, 10-year-old kids. You know, kids not old enough to understand, like, hey, the clean drinking water is the right choice. No, they always chose the bad one every time. As far as I remember.
Well, it was the good one for them in the moment, the bad one for them in the long run.
All right, let's get back on track here because I'm done the model. Fuck, the new Chaos Lord model looks sick.
What is that meme?
When the weird human keeps trying to fuck that Necrosi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, they just released the full-size Gardevoir plushie. Stop.
All right, chat. Here's the Codex.
I mean,
if
I
you
want
wanted
that
to,
Ternusi.
here's the Codex, chat. As you can tell, there was a very clear favorite on the cover here, while the Fire Dragons are very much the clear favorite, and why they need to fix Meltaguns for every other fucking army.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because, like, Strength 9, like, all Melta weapons aside, like, all Melta weapons in the game, I haven't looked at. I have intentionally not looked at anything Eldar related to not spoil myself, because I knew I was going to do this. So, like, I have avoided anything from the competitive side. I've avoided everything and anything that has to do with, like, rules and fluff. The only thing that got spoiled for me was that apparently GW retconned that Eldar do not sing Wraithbone together. They now just build it, which is boring.
Actually,
Lame.
no, they did. Actually, no, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't?
No, the book says it is made from a variety of materials. They at no point mention whether they have to sing it into shape.
Oh.
And also, the fact that it is solidified warp energy is only in Rogue Trader and has not been mentioned since. It has been a psychoplastic ever since that.
All right. So then I rescind what I said.
So,
This was like-
Until something changes the Rogue Trader canon.
Mhm.
We have canon that's 40 years old?
Like it literally says it's made from like a variety of material. It's like or it's constructed from a variety of materials. How they go about doing that is left vague. Whether it is infused with warp energy or has to be like coalesced together.
I can say though this artwork is looking really good, chat. Like look at that artwork. Like fuck me, dude.
I must
Oh,
wait
yeah.
for stream to catch up.
This
yeah.
this artwork looks great.
Apparently, a lot of the tableaus in this are direct references to pieces from Jez Goodwin's original Eldar sketchbook.
Oh, that is incredible.
Ooh, we have the Eldar Pantheon now too. Oh shit, let's go.
How many
Oh,
of them are
great.
dead?
We got
Oh, great.
Osiryan, the Phoenix King, Cain, the Lord of Murder, Vol, the Master Smith, Yaniv, the Whispering God, Saim? It's Saim, right? Like Samaihan?
I believe so, yeah.
Alright. The Cosmic Serpent, Isha the Mother, Lilith the Maiden, Morai Heg the Crone, Anach Yith the Weaver, Shegarok the Laughing God, Kuranos the Hunter, and Hoek the Wanderer. Oh, I get all the aspect shrines are based off of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. However, of that, there's only 3 gods, technically.
3 that are still alive. that we know of.
It's also possible that the was it the working theory is that the Eldar either the gods are actually just mythology. They're actually just how the Eldar remember the old ones, or the gods are actually deliberate constructs, psychic constructs by the Eldar to give themselves gods.
Chat, this is beautiful 2-page spread. Like, oh my god, that is a beautiful 2-page spread. It's not the entirety of the craft world, but like, holy shit. That looks awesome.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite story.
This is my favorite place on the Citadel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that, I think it's bad that Warhammer players ramp with that so hard.
Yes, Ghost of Gaming. The Maiden, Aisha is the one.
Isha, the healing goddess.
Allegedly trapped by Nurgle.
Yeah, she is allegedly trapped by Nurgle.
Possibly has since been broken out. That is actually like one of the things that like they've hinted at.
The last time I saw it hinted at was in one of the demon codexes, where there was a seer council that managed to infiltrate Nurgle's garden, and they all died one by one until like the last one made it to the door, and then he dropped dead as soon as the door opened. That was the last time I saw anything on it.
Yeah, I seem to remember someone, and it might be BS, but it was like one of the Phoenix Lords rescues them or something, or like, or this is like one of the mythologized story, and like it's one of those like they get rescued but then they can't leave for some reason or something. I don't know.
It's weird. Anything to do with the Eldar like trying to move their plot forward that isn't the Eldar just getting fucked over again is weird.
Yeah, because the Eldar are sort of just basically the catalyst for everything else.
Karandris. I was very curious. I wanted to see like if they said anything about him in this, because no new model, and unlike his fellow Phoenix Lords, Karandris is not the eldest exarch of the aspect. That honor instead belongs to Ara, the father of Scorpions, the fallen Phoenix who betrayed his people. Oh, could...
Totally not Drazar.
Totally not Drazar.
No.
In the wake of Ara's defection, Karandris rose to take his position. Rumors have long persisted that Ara's treachery was revealed. He and Karandris dueled each other for weeks in the ruined remains of Xandros, of the Shrine of the Silencing Orbs, and that only one of them emerged from the battle with their soul intact. The fate of Ara is unclear, though some who dwell within the Webway claim he still lives, teaching his murderous arts in the darkest corners of the Eldari civilization. It's just Drazar. It's just Drazar.
Except it's totally not, and it's going to turn out that they're actually the same person.
Oh, it's going to hurt me, isn't it?
It's going to be one of those...
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those times where you're going to look at it and go, please tell me this is an Alfarius pun.
Yeah.
Please.
Playing fucking Dawn of War 2 again to get ready for that video. I got a sniper rifle called the Alpha. It's an Alpha Legion sniper rifle.
Yep, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
It's so fucking stupid. Upon the
got your hands on the sniper. Congrats.
It doesn't say what happened to him.
Yeah. I mean, it's that, or he's gonna be in the potentially in the end of edition story, similar to what they did with Farsight.
Probably. All right. Any updates with the Ynnari?
I believe they got worse. It's the
Ynnari are fringe faction. Oh, they're fringe now. Okay, amongst the Eldari, distrusted by most and abhorred by many. And yet those who heed Yvrane's call are fanatically devoted to her cause. The Reborn have drawn support from every corner of Eldar society, along Asuryani devotees who can be drawn from Corsairs, Drukhari, Harlequins, and Exodites. With Yvraine at their head, the Ynnari have been involved in many a pivotal galactic event, However, despite their ceaseless efforts to bring about Yanid's apotheosis, the slumbering god is yet to be restored fully to life. In their frustration, Yvraine and her reborn have continued to turn to more extreme methods to see the whispering god awakened. Oh no! How?
Ah, yes. So we're fully in bed with the Imperium now. Got you.
No.
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 It was a joke. It's probably much worse than being in bed with the Imperium, isn't it?
I mean, at this point, Eldrad is probably working more with the Imperium than Yvraine.
Oof.
I mean,
That's-
Eldrad's got one of his mate. He's got his mate like on Gilliman's flagship as like an advisor to the Primarch.
Oh yeah, he's.
Oh boy.
Oh god, that was a funny conversation in Godblight, where it's just like they're talking over like a stasis casket, and it's I think it's like a librarian. I think, yeah, it's a librarian, and this Eldar Farseer, and they're all just sitting in like all three of them are sitting in a room together. Gulliman's just staring at a casket, and a serf brings them wine, and the Farseer's just like, what's wrong? Can't even handle a little bit of wine? I'll have you know that this is the only shit on your shit that I can stomach. Because everything else is fucking disgusting. And
It's not 4,000 years old.
yeah, it's not for. He actually makes the comment that like you haven't aged it for like 4,000 years,
I know.
and it's
Great.
it's like, who the fuck is this guy? Can I just kill him? And Gulliman just goes, dude, calm the fuck down.
Oh, do you not know who he is?
I forgot who he was. Who is he again?
He is Ilian Nastase.
You're gonna have
Ilian
to
Nast-
help me on this one.
So Ilian Nastase is a reworking of a name that existed in Rogue Trader. In Rogue Trader, Ilian Nastase was the chief librarian of the
Fuck,
Ultramarines.
that's him?
Yes.
Oh my
Is he
god!
also like half Eldar?
Yeah, the half Eldar chief librarian of the Ultramarines.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
So they really went back and said, "Here, we're not bringing them back, but here's your crumble."
Here's
It-
your
yeah,
retcon.
Here's your yeah, because the retcon is basically that. Yeah, whatever Imperial scribe or whatever it was they were recording that got it completely wrong as to who this person was.
That's funny. That's funny. Holy
Yeah.
shit. I love that. That just made the scene
Yeah.
even better. But-
Confirmed,
which-
human Eldar hybrids are never a thing nor coming back.
Did they
No.
update Eldrad in here, or is it just like...
I think he's still exiled from Elfway. But
Yeah, but let's have like a character profile for him, like it does for your brain. I might have skipped over a few things, because I'm trying to get to like the data sheets and everything that's like important.
try to find his data sheet. I can see if it says anything.
Masked Players, Pirates, the Exodites, the Cult of Yanid, Harlequins, Troop Masters, Corsairs, Prince Yreel of Yandon, Showcase.
The best, the first ever Eldar special character.
All right. Oh,
It's dating back to Doom of the Eldar, which was a bit-
Oh my god.
which was a board game. It's a board game where you play as Crawford the Yandin trying to repel Hive Fleet Kraken.
Ooh, Aramis, thank you
And
for the sub there, my guy. Appreciate.
Also, give us a new aerial model. He's cool. He's a pirate king that runs a craft world of ghosts.
All right, let's take a look at these rules, shall we?
Ah,
The Eldar new rule is no longer Strands of Fate, it is Battle Focus. If your army faction is Eldari at the start of the battle round, you receive a number of Battle Focus tokens based on the battle size. 1,000 is 2, 2,000 is 4, 3,000 is 6. Each time one of the triggers shown in the Agile Maneuver section below occurs, you can spend one Battle Focus token to enable the relevant eligible unit to perform that Agile Maneuver. This is already getting complicated. A unit is eligible to perform an agile maneuver if it has the ability, if it has this ability and has not already performed an agile maneuver in the same phase. Unless otherwise stated, you cannot trigger the same agile maneuver more than once per phase. At the end of the battle round, all unspent battle focus tokens are lost. So it's basically like 1,000 Suns arcane points.
Yeah.
But
The
instead,
the data sheets tell you which ones they can do.
agile maneuvers. Swift as the wind. When an eligible unit from your army is selected to make a normal advance or fallback move, you can trigger this agile maneuver more than once per phase, provided a different unit performs it each time. Until the end of the phase, add 2 to the movement. Okay. Flitting Shadows. Well, when an eligible unit in your army makes a normal advance or fallback, until the end of the turn, enemy units cannot use Overwatch?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay, that's
Off.
annoying. That's annoying as shit. Star Engines. When a vehicle makes a normal move, it adds D6 plus 1 to its move characteristic instead. Okay. Sudden Strike. When an eligible unit from your army is selected to fight, they can make a pile-in of 6 instead of 3. Okay. Opportunity Seized. When an enemy unit falls back. One eligible unit from your army excluding Titanic. That's good. At start of the phase, within engagement range of an enemy unit, can make a normal move up to D6 plus 1. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see what you're doing. Fade back. In your opponent's shooting phase, just after an enemy unit has shot. One eligible unit from your army, excluding Titanic, that was hit by one or more of these attacks can make a normal move up to D6 plus 1. I mean, the most annoying one here is Flittering Shadows. But, this grants Eldar, like, tons of movement options. Like, oh my god. That is actually, like, really good for them.
What's the quote from Dawn of War 1? Fighting the Eldars like fighting smoke.
Yeah, it's like fighting smoke. Disparate
why.
Paths. Ooh, this is interesting. When mustering your army, you can include Harlequins in your army, even though they do not have the Asuryani faction keyword. Unless otherwise stated, you cannot select Harlequin or Ynnari as your army faction.
You can select it for their. You can select it as your faction if you're using their detachments, basically.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at these detachments quick. Warhost. The Warhost detachment. At the start of the battle round, you receive 1 additional battle focus token. Okay. Each time a unit from your army performs the Swift as the Wind agile maneuver until the end of the phase, add an additional 1 to the move characteristic. Okay. Each time a unit from your army performs an agile maneuver that involves rolling a d6, add 1 to the result. So it's d6 plus 1 plus 1. Okay.
This is the BL-10 detachment. It
Yep.
says.
This is a very much they like moving. Isn't the Ynnari not one specific Eldar, but a collection of each individual faction? Like you can be Dark Eldar and join them to be. Yep, you can. Incredibly fucking annoying in many ways, but their enhancements. The Phoenix Gem. Eldari models only. The first time the bearer is destroyed, remove it from play, then it's just get back up. It's just a get back up one. With full wounds!
Mm-hmm.
Chat, Gilliman
what?
does not get back up with full wounds. He gets back up with half.
Yeah, but Gilliman doesn't also get back up with toughness 3.
I mean, fair. Timeless Strategist. At the start of the battle round, if the bearer is on the battlefield or any transport is embarked on is on the battlefield, you receive additional battle focus. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. You want to generate more battle focus. Okay. Gift of Foresight. You can target the bearer's unit with the command reroll stratagem for 0 CP. Okay, cool. And Psychic Destroyer. Add 1 to the damage characteristics of ranged psychic weapons equipped by the bearer. Okay, I see you. I see you. Baal-Tan. I see you. Let's look at your stratagems quick. Lightning fast reactions. When your opponent's shooting phase or fight phase, just after an enemy has selected its targets, target one Eldar unit that was selected as the target of that attack, excluding wraiths. So this one does not want you running a lot of wraiths. Until the start of your next turn, subtract one from the hit roll. Okay. Wait. Oh, until the end of the phase. Sorry, I read that wrong. Not until the end of the turn. Skyborn Sanctuary. End of the fight phase. One Eldar unit from your army and one friendly transport. You can embark in friendly transports, the Chaos one. It's the Red Corsair one where like you can just park your ass in a transport. Good shit.
I believe the Dark Eldar also have one like that in the piratey one.
Yep. Feigned Retreat. You remove the phase just after a Eldar armed unit falls back. They can declare a charge in a turn in which they fell back. Cool. Blitzing Firepower. Your shooting phase. One Eldar unit that's not shot. They gain sustained hits 1 while targeting an enemy within 12. If such an ability already has that, they score on a 5 instead of a 6. Okay, cool. Not bad, not bad. A lot of Eldar attachments boil down to move fast, strike hard. That's how it should be.
No mercy, sir.
Fire and Fade. When your shooting phase, just after an infantry unit from your army, excluding aircraft and wraith constructs, is shot, target that Eldar unit. You can make a move of up to d6 plus 1. Until the end of the turn, your unit is not eligible to declare a charge. Chat, I am now seeing why fire dragons are terrifying. The amount of movement that you're getting, and no, I haven't even looked at their stats yet, but judging from just how these guys are able to, like, run around like it's no one's goddamn business, yeah, I'm scared. Webway tunnel.
This isn't even the best attachment for them.
Oh, probably not. This is supposed to be like their basic.
This is like the army rule but bear.
Yeah.
Like this is.
I hate this. They get fucking deep strike. They can just pop a unit off the table, pop back on. Fuck.
Yeah, they do. They get uppy downy.
Wind Rider Host.
Uppy downy.
I've seen so many people refer to this as uppy downy. I'm just like, that's what that rule is called.
I have never heard it called that before.
Good job, team. Ride the Wind. In the declare battle formation step, you can set up Eldar mounted and Viper units from your army and reserves during the battle. Such units can be set up on the battlefield as if they were arriving from strategic reserve. For the purposes of setting up Eldar mounted or Viper units from your army or the battlefield, treat the current battle round number as being one higher than it actually is. In addition, at the end of your opponent's turn, you can select a number of mounted or Viper units from your army, excluding units with engagement range or one or more enemy units, then remove those units from the battlefield. And put them into strategic reserve. The maximum number of units you can select depends on the size of the battle. It's 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay. Keywords: Viper units from your Wind Rider units from your army gain battle line.
Yeah. So I heard you like Sam Hen. That's basically this detachment.
I heard you like bikes. Do you know who likes bikes? The red guys.
Mm-hmm.
First Drawn Blade. A mounted Eldar model only. They have scouts 9 inches. Mounted model only. Each time an attack targets the bearer's unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll, which is Mirage Field. That's already fucking annoying as shit. Seer Sight Strike. Mounted Psyker model only. Psychic weapons equipped by the bearer have anti-monster 2+ and anti-vehicle 2+.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Okay. Echoes of Ulfanash. Mounted model only. In your command phase, roll 1d6, adding 1 to the result. If the bearer is not within your deployment zone, adding an additional 1 to the roll if the bearer is within your opponent's deployment zone. On a 5+, you gain 1 command point. Chat, as a Chaos player, I have to do fucking hoops and hurdles to do this? Eldar just need to get out of their fucking house.
Yeah, thankfully they got rid of the autark on jetbike, so you can and nothing can join um bright. What's the shining spears? Nothing can join shining spears in this army.
Good. Fucking good.
They're still really good though. That's
Oh,
the
I don't doubt that. Death from on high. Your shooting phase or fight phase. Choose a Viper or mounted unit from your army that is on the battlefield from reserves this turn and has not been selected to fight or shoot yet. Until the end of the phase, each time all of this unit makes an attack, you can reroll the wound roll. Okay, that's cool. Overflights. Your shooting phase or fight phase, just after a mounted unit from your army destroys an enemy unit. Target that mounted unit. You can make a normal move up to 7 inches. Okay? Wind of Blades. Your movement phase. One mounted or Viper unit from your army that has not been selected to move. Until the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare charge in a turn in which it advanced or fell back. Oh, that's gonna get annoying quick. Daring Riders. The reinforcement or movement step. Well, the reinforcement step of your movement phase. One mounted or Viper unit. Until this end of the phase, when setting up your unit on the battlefield from reserves, it can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 3 horizontally away from all enemy units. When doing so, if your unit is set up within 9 horizontally of one or more enemy units, until the end of the turn, it is not eligible to declare a charge.
that has been errated to be within 6.
Good.
It's you can set them up within 6.
Good. That is, I'm like, this is the one that got errated, right?
Yeah, this is what there's a couple that are basically that. Yeah. As yes. No, this one isn't, but it will be because that's how all of those work.
All right. Focused firepower. Your shooting phase. You know what they like. You know what you have to choose. Until the end of the phase, each time modeling your unit makes an attack, improve armor penetration by 1. Okay. Spiraling evasion. Your opponent's shooting phase, just after a unit has selected its targets. Choose one of your mounted units or a Viper until the end of the phase. Models in your unit have a 4+ invulnerable save. They got Jink! They got Jink! They got Jink back, everybody!
How dare they?
It is a 1-point stratagem.
How dare you get Jink?
How dare you get them back? Oh my god, it's back. Oh yeah, oh my god, it's back. Spirit Conclave. You're the one doing the, Will, you're the one doing, Wraith Constructs, right?
I am doing Wraith Constructs.
So this one's for you.
Oh yeah.
Shepherds of the Dead. Each time a Eldar Psychic model from your army is destroyed by an enemy unit, that enemy unit gains a Vengeful Dead token. Each time a Wraith Construct model from your army makes an attack that targets a unit within 1 or more Vengeful Dread tokens, add 1 to the hit roll and add 1 to the wound roll.
They're just better Votan.
Christ.
But it's only Psychers. It's only when Psychers die.
But this like changes the dynamic, is that you don't want to be killing enemy psychers, because then that gives the Wraith host lots of fucking momentum against you.
Yeah.
Oof. Asuryani
the-
Psych.
I was gonna say it's the you've got that choice. It's like so I don't want to kill the Farseers or the Spirit Seers because then or the Warlocks because then the Wraiths are going to be more powerful. But if I ignore the Farseers and the Spirit Seers and the Warlocks, they're just going to do stuff to me.
Oh yeah, that's gonna complicate things really bad. Eldar psychic models from your army gain the following ability. Spirit Guides. While a Wraith Blade, Wraith Guard, or Wraith Lord unit is within 12 of this model, that unit has battle focus.
Yeah, they don't get battle focus by default. They don't get the army rule normally.
There's good reason why they shouldn't.
I agree. I like what this gives them it.
Like I can see like how this will be like a game, like this will be a mind game for a lot of Eldar players. Cause like, yeah, no, go ahead, kill my psychers. I will make you fucking suffer for it. Or like now, instead of like having to kill your characters, we have to like either cripple wraith units, which is already extremely hard to do, by the way. Or we have to like you either cripple the units or kill them absolutely, which is really hard to do. But then if you're focusing them down, you're not stopping those Eldar Farseers and Warlocks and Spirit Seers from just going like +1/+1, or like making it harder to hit, or like giving people like reroll wound rolls. This is brutal.
Yeah, it's worth bringing up because it does come up later because when we cover the data sheets. They basically changed Spirit Seers. Spirit Seers are Tech Marines now.
I mean, that was always weird to me. Like, they're supposed to be like the guys that like control and like help the Wraith Guard and like Wraith Lords.
Mm-hmm.
It was really weird to me that they couldn't heal them in the past.
Yeah, they're Tech Marines now,
Which
with an aura.
I'll accept that. I will accept that one. But let's look at their enhancements. Light of Clarity. Spirit Seer model only. In your command phase, select one friendly Wraith Construct unit within 12. Until the start of your next command phase, add 1 to the objective control characteristic. If it's a monster, you add 3 to it instead. That's a must take, I think. Am I right on that one?
Yeah.
Read the Stave of Coronos.
Stave of Coronos. It's literally right under it. Spirit Seer model only. In your command phase, select one friendly Wraith Construct within 12 of the bearer, excluding Titanic. Until the next command phase, each time model, they get precision.
Mm-hmm. On 6s. You can do that to a Wraith Lord.
No, I'm looking at their stats right now. Hold on.
Or a Wraith Knight.
No fucking way!
Excludes Titanic, so you can only do it to a Wraith Lord.
You can only do it to a Wraith Lord?
Yeah. You can do it to a Wraith Lord or Wraith Guard and Wraith Blade.
Yeah, but Wraith Guard main can is strength 14.
Mm-hmm.
D6 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! What the fuck? Yeah, no, that unit over there, you're snipers now. Oh, sick, I didn't know I was a ranger in a past life. Oh my god, that's funny.
I'm remembering everything.
I'm remembering everything. He's doing it. He's believing. Rune
Wait,
of
Call him
What's the-
Naruto Uzumaki, because he believes.
Wait, what's going on with the orc player? Shh. He's believing.
I will also point out that the Wraith Guard base gun is hits on a 3 plus if they're within, because if they're getting the bonuses they're within range of the Spirit Seer.
Yep.
Hits on a 4 plus, strength 14, AP -4, D6 -1 damage.
D6 plus 1.
D6 plus 1, sorry.
Yeah, it's... I didn't read their ability. I just went to go see their weapon stats. Or you get a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Rune of Mists. Spirit Seer model only. Choose a Wraith unit within 12. Until the start of your next... Higher duty. Spirit Seer model only. Once per turn, when an enemy unit ends a normal advance or fallback move within 9 of the bearer's unit can make a normal move up to 6 away. Nice. Seers.
This is- One cool thing about these, These are all Spirit Seer only.
Yeah,
Right.
that's...
You can only take 3 Spirit Seers in your army. You can only ever have 3 of these.
Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
Seer's Eye. Your shooting phase, choose 1 Eldar Psyker model and 1 friendly Wraith Construct unit within 12. That is not shot yet, or fought yet. Select 1 enemy unit visible to your Psyker. Until the end of the phase, each time modeling your Wraith Construct unit makes an attack that targets that enemy unit. You can ignore any and all modifiers to the armor pen and or damage characteristics of that attack. What?
Okay. Yeah. Is this how we're making up for how easy it is to pop the Eldar?
Yeah, we made their Terminator snipers.
Like...
Oh, I'm
listen,
hating
take
this.
me out to dinner before you fuck me this deep, please. Holy. Forgive me if that sounded far too out of pocket.
Oh, Christ. Choose unit, okay? Blades from Beyond. Choose a Wraith Blades, Wraith Lord, or Wraith Knight unit from your army. They get devastating wounds. Okay. Until the start of your next command phase, your Wraith... Soul Bridge. Until the start of your next command phase, Wraith Blade, Wraith Guard, and Wraith Lord units are is considered to be within 12 of your Psyker model for the purposes of Psychic Guidance and Spirit Guide abilities. I hate this. You just get a stratagem that says, yeah, my boys are like right over there, but you're on the other side of the table. Yeah, but I'm right over there. I'm with them.
I'm
They're my
thinking
boys.
really hard.
I'm thinking really hard. Spirit token.
Thinking really hard of what I'm gonna eat for dinner after I pop you into 1,000 pieces.
I feel like I'm gonna hate this one. 1 Wraith Blade or Wraith Guard unit from your army. Select 1 objective marker you control that your unit is within range of. That objective marker remains under your control until your opponent's level of control over that objective marker is greater than yours at the end of the phase. Everyone else has to, like... Everyone else, like, I have sticky objective, but if you even come within a foot of it, my sticky goes away. Eldar, nope, you have to beat my number now. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you.
Oh, like if your models move away, then their level of control is higher than yours. It's the same wording of sticky objective for everything else.
Yep.
That's how you word it.
Crushing Strides.
What does Crushing Strides do? Come on.
It's Tank Shock. It's
Mhm.
Tank Shock.
So are they kicking people while they're down now?
1 enemy unit with an engagement range of your unit, and roll 1d6 for each Wraith Blade model in your unit, or roll 4d6 if your unit has the Wraith Lord keyword, or roll 6d6 if it's Wraith Knight keyword. For each 3+, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound. It's just Tank Shock.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me that Wraiths do not have vehicle keyword.
They do.
I'm gonna check that quick. I'm gonna
I
check.
think they're monsters.
Please.
Technically.
They're monster. Wraith Lord is monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I don't have to
Wraithblades
shit
and
myself.
Wraithguard are Wraithblades and Wraithguard are
Infantry.
infantry.
Okay, so they can't. You can't spam that and Tank Shock together.
No.
Good.
And they don't come with grenades, which is the other equivalent of that ability.
Good. Oh my god, how many detachments do you have?
Lots.
Guardian Battle Host. Defend at all costs. Each time a Dire Avenger Guardian support weapon or Warwalker model from your army makes an attack, if that model's unit and or target unit are within a range of objective marker, add 1 to the hit roll. Alright, not bad. Not bad. I'm just gonna blow through these because I don't have time for this. I can't go through everything, but not bad for defenders. Fits within that narrative. Ghosts of the Webway. This is the Harlequin one. Each time a Harlequin model from your army makes a charge move, it can move through enemy models. Troop units become battle line, and you can include up to 3 of each of the following models in your army: Death Jester, Shadow Seer, and Troop Master.
Yep.
This is the one that allows you to play Harlequins as your main force again.
Yep.
So that's fun. That's fun. I didn't need to see these bastards again, but that's fine. That's fine. All right.
It's cool.
It's not that bad.
It's cool. You can still only take one. You can only still take one solitaire.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not that bad.
All right. Devoted of Yanib. This is the Yanari one. Lethal Intent. At the end of your opponent's shooting phase, if one or more Yanari units from your army were destroyed this phase, select one Yanari model from your army. That unit can make a normal move. Oh my god, my friends are dead. I'm gonna take a 6-inch move, please. Lethal Surge. Once per turn, when a Yanari unit from your army performs the Fade Back Agile maneuver, it can make a Lethal Surge move instead of a normal move. If it does, roll 1d6 and add 1 to the result. That unit can be moved a number of inches up to the total. When doing so, those models can be moved within engagement range of enemy units that just triggered that Agile maneuver. So they can just walk into close combat. Oh no! That can shut up a lot of shooting armies real quick.
Oh, yes.
Lethal Reprisal. At the start of the fight phase, select one Yanari unit from your army. That is below its starting strength. Until the end of the fight phase, that unit has the fight's first ability. Okay. Servants of the Whispering God. You can include Yanari units in your army, even though they do not have the Asuryani faction. Asuryani units, excluding epic heroes from your army, gain the Yanari keyword. You must include Yvrain and or the Yakar in your army, and one of those models must be your warlord. So, I guess you can't take Dark Eldar and Eldar anymore, huh?
Oh no, they're in this and they have the Yanari keyword.
Oh, okay.
But you can't take them in a regular Eldar army because they don't have the
They're not the ally anymore.
they don't have the Eldar keyword, they have the Yanari keyword. So you can take them in this detachment, but you can't take them in any of the other ones. Cause yeah, there are like all the Dark Eldar units in here, like except for like the special characters.
Here's Strands of Fate. Seer Council. At the start of the first battle round, you generate fate dice by rolling a number of d6 based on the battle size, as shown below. Keep your fate dice to one side. That is your fate dice pool. This is the one that gets complicated. 1,000 points, it's 3. 2,000, it's 6. 3,000, it's 9. And then each dice has a... What?
Right. Do you want a very quick way of explaining how it works?
Yes, please.
Right. Say you're playing a 2,000 point game. You roll 66. You put them to one side, with the numbers that they have rolled facing up. Right. That's your pool of fate dice. When you then go to spend a fate dice, you look at the number that's on it. That corresponds to one of the stratagems in the detachment, and you get to do that stratagem for free. That's how it works.
Okay. That's holy shit.
And yeah, that is for the entire game. So it's 66 for the entire game. It's basically six free uses of stratagems, but they're somewhat random. So like if you roll a 1, it's the first stratagem. If you roll a 2, it's the second stratagem. If you roll a 3, it's the third stratagem, etc. etc. So you have basically like points to get to use one of the 6 stratagems for free. That's how it works.
All right. Moving on.
It's still good. I've played against it. Like, I played against it in Tabletop Simulator, and it's still pretty good. It's not broken, but it's still pretty good.
Oh, okay. Aspect Host, Path of the Warrior. Each time an Aspect Warrior or Avatar of King unit from your army is selected to shoot or fight, select one of the following abilities it gains till the end of the phase. Either reroll hit rolls of 1 or reroll wound rolls of 1. They basically get Blade Guard shit. Ooh, okay. That's it for detachments. Let's get into the big stuff. Let's get into the big stuff here. This is like characters and shit. The Avatar of Cain, their big lad, their biggest boy. That's not a Titan. Still is a demon. So Grey Knights, take solace that you will be able to beat the shit out of him.
I mean, like, he's still really good. The thing's 300 points, and it's still brutally good.
Okay, Avatar of Cain. Ranged weapons, the Wailing Doom. It's just a strength 16 Melt-a-Spit. Wailing Doom, which is the melee weapons. You either get a strength 16 strike or a strength 8 sweep. Molten Form. Each time an attack is allocated to this model, have the damage characteristic of that attack. Okay. The Bloody Handed. Add 1 to advance and charge rolls for units within 6. Okay, cool. He's hits pretty hard. You want him as the centerpiece of your army to keep everybody moving and keep them going forward. Makes sense.
It can also use all the battle focus abilities as well.
Oh yeah. Well, sorry for like me going quiet there. There was something that popped up on my blue sky. It's hey, T-Com, you are more than right than ever.
What? What did I call?
Someone's just like, here's what would happen if the U.S. invaded Canada. I shouldn't have read it, but it's a very thing of like, yeah, no, like Canada can't win that stand-up fight, but they sure as hell are gonna make America lose.
Insurgency! I called it!
The myth of Canadian niceness.
Oh my god, this. Also, like, You are now telling a bunch of Canadians. So, thing is about the laws of war and the Geneva Conventions, if you're an insurgent, they don't apply.
No, they don't.
It's one
You're
of the
on
reasons
my
why
property now, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's also one of the reasons why you can execute an enemy spy without a trial.
Ooh, shit.
Because they're considered an insurgent. They're non-uniformed.
That's brutal. Anyway, back to the fun stuff. Sorry. That, like,
Yeah.
distracted me, and my brain's just like, what is this? Is this, like, some weirdo's, like, way of having a jerk off? No, it's, like, not genuinely, it's the worst idea that anyone could think of. Cat does not have a reason to hold back Geneva 3.0.
We're going to have to create a new one.
Eldrad Ulthran. He's T4. Okay, they kept that. 6+ save, 4+ invulnerable. Yep. Mind War, anti-character 4+, precision and psychic. Okay, so he wants to be hunting characters. Got it. Strength 5, 8-2, damage D6. Shuriken pistol, it's just a bolt pistol, 8-1. And yeah. Melee weapons, Staff of Althamar and Witchblade, anti-infantry 2+, and psychic. 3 attacks, hits on 2, strength 5, 8-1, damage 2. This model can be attached to the following units: Guardian Defenders, Storm Guardians, and Warlock Conclave. Diviner of the Future. You gain 1 command point if he is at the start of your command phase if he's on the battlefield. Doom! Choose an enemy at the starting movement phase. Select one enemy unit with an 18. Each time a friendly Eldar model from your army makes a ranged attack, makes an attack against that target, add 1 to the wound roll. Yep, he still an annoying piece of shit. Got it. Asurban.
Oh yeah.
This is the aspect shrine leader of the Dire Avengers. Ranged weapons. Range 24 for his bloody twins. 6 attacks. Strength hits on 2, strength 5, 8-1, damage 2. Sword of Asur. Devastating wounds. 6 attacks, hitting on 2, strength 6, 8-3, damage 3. What? Okay, you scary motherfucker. I'm not throwing captains at you. Tactical acumen. While this model is leading a unit in your army shooting phase, after that unit is shot, it can make a normal move of up to 6. If it does, that unit is not eligible to declare a charge. Hand of the Asurion. Once per battle, when this model is selected to shoot, it can use its ability. If it does, until the end of the phase, its bloody twin weapons has a damage characteristic of 3 and the anti-infantry 3+ in devastating wounds abilities.
Yep. You can do that in close combat.
Oh boy.
I will point out the bloody twins are pistols. He can do that in close combat.
Holy shit. Baharoth, the flying one. Fury of the Tempest. It's sniper rifle or machine gun. I have no idea what this weapon is. 4 shots, hits on 2, strength 6, 8-1, damage 2. Not bad. And Shining Blade. It is just a weapon that's 1 point weaker in every way to Osterman's weapon. Cloud Strider. While this model is leading a unit at the end of your opponent's turn, that unit is not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units. You can remove it from the battlefield and place it into strategic reserves. In addition, while this model is leading a unit, when that unit is set up on the battlefield, it's going to say 6. Set it up 6 away, not 3.
Yeah.
Cry of the Wind. Each time this model is set up on the battlefield until the end of the turn, each time this model makes a ranged attack, a successful unmodified hit roll scores a critical hit. What?
Yep. His gun has got lethal hits.
Ugh.
So if he hits, he automatically wins.
Hate.
Also, he's just movement 14.
Yep, that's a
It's
jump
like-
pack unit for Eldar. All right, Fugen.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is why they're good, huh?
This is one of the reasons.
He gets 3 shots at strength 8, AP minus 3 damage 2, or 1 shot at strength 14, AP minus 4 damage d6. Oh, he gets sustained hits 2. And it's Melta 6? At 9 inches?
Oh, oh no, it's worse than that. You should read his abilities.
The Fire Axe, okay, Fire Axe is fine. It's strength 5, AP 4, damage 3. Burning Lance. While this model is leading a unit, add 6 to the range. At 6?
It's 11 inches.
That's a lot of inches.
Chat, I hate. Unquenchable Resolve. The first time a model is destroyed at the end of the phase, roll 1d6 on a 2+, set this model back out of the battlefield as close as possible with full runes remaining. No, no, no. Fuck me,
Yes.
dude.
Yes, let the hate flow through you.
Well, luckily my brother doesn't have this model, so.
Yet.
Jane
Yeah.
Czar. Silent Death, which is just her fucking shuriken. Hits on 2, strength 6, 8 minus 2, damage 1, 6 attacks. Melee weapon. Blades of Destruction, anti-infantry 3+, 8 attacks. Hitting on 2, strength 6, 8 minus 3, damage 2. Not bad. Whirling Death. While this model is leading a unit, each time the unit advances, do not make an advance roll. You just add 6 to the move characteristic. Makes an advance move. Ignore any vertical distances when determining the total distance that model can be moved. Okay, so they just ignore vertical. Got it. Each time this...
It basically means they just ignore terrain in general.
Yep.
Just...
Storm of Silence. Each time a model makes an attack that targets a character unit, you can reroll the wound roll. Okay. Lycus, the Warp Spider aspect shrine. Brood Twain, ignores cover, torrent, twin length, d6 plus 3. Doesn't need to hit anything because it's a flamethrower. Strength 6, 8 minus 2, damage 1. Melee weapon, Spider's Fang. 5 attacks, hits on 2, strength 4, minus 2, damage 1. But it has lethal hits and extra attacks. Oh, that's... might be. Weave Render, lethal. Strength 6, AP minus 2, damage 2. Yeah, this is the one where it's like, this character gets the Warp Spider ability while they're with the Warp Spiders, right?
Yes. They might get errated to have the Warp Spider ability depending on whether GW want to let you take them by themselves.
Fair. Etheric Ambush. While this model is leading a unit, that unit is eligible to declare a charge in the turn in which it used its Flicker Jump ability.
Yep.
In your shooting phase, at this model is shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks. Until the end of the turn, each time a friendly Eldar unit model makes an attack that targets that enemy unit, and on a modified hit roll of 5, scores a critical hit. Oh, no.
So, I know you said it's a flamethrower. It's not a flamethrower. It's a Weber. They pin you down with webs, and then the other Eldar shoot you. Monofilament webs that, if they don't slice and dice you by themselves, mean that those fire dragons that are approaching are getting criticals on 5s.
Now I can see why both of them were sold out. Oh.
Knights
No.
are very big targets.
Yep. Yep.
It doesn't specify size.
It does not. Mugen Raw. This is the one that I painted. Apparently, a lot of people say they prefer mine over GW. Magatar. Devastating wounds. Ignores cover. 6 attacks. Hits on 2. Strength 7. AP minus 2. Damage 2. And in melee, it's just 1 strength less, 1 attack less. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. Harvester of Souls. While this model is leading a unit in your shooting phase, after selecting targets for that unit's attack, if every attack targets the same unit, roll 1d6 for the target unit and 1d6 for every other enemy unit within 3. Oh no, you gave him the frag grenade ability again? On a 5+, that enemy unit being rolled for is struck by explosive debris. After resolving all of that unit's attacks against the target unit, each unit struck by explosive debris suffers D3 mortal wounds. So for those that don't know, how the Dark Reaper weapon like how Mugen Ra's weapon works, is that it fires a projectile, it hits you, and then turns you into a frag grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Very sexy frag grenade.
It's not a fun way to die. Just saying. Face of Death. After you shoot at a unit, they must take a battle shock test with a -1.
Yeah.
Alright, what's making dragons so fucking terrifying? Fire dragons. Each fire dragon is equipped with a fusion gun, close combat weapon, and... Yep. Dragon fusion gun. Strength 9, -4, damage D6. Exarch's dragon fusion gun. Strength 9, -4, damage D6. Fire pike. Assault, melt to 3. Oh, they're all melt to 3.
Mm-hmm.
With the fusion pike being, well, the dragon fusion gun being melt to 6. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm hating this.
So if they're with Fugan, it's a range 18 Melta 3 assault weapon that does D6, essentially D6 plus 3 if you're within 9 inches.
Christ. That's why people are salivating over them. Oh, They also can reroll hit rolls and wound rolls and damage rolls against monsters and vehicles.
Yeah, so they're deleting knights. I'm sorry, they're just like...
No, they're murdering knights.
Also, because all of them have aspect shrine, because all of the aspect warriors have aspect shrine tokens, you can discard an aspect. You get 1 per 5 aspect warriors in the squad. You can discard 1 and just turn one of your results into a 6.
Chat, I hate life.
Oh, to be fair, the aspect host detachment gives you other things you can spend the aspect tokens on.
That's fair. Howling Banshees. Yep, they're still the anti-infantry guys. They can charge in a turn in which they advanced or fell back. Neat. Warp Spiders. Once per battle, for each aspect shrine token this unit has, you can change the result of one. Yep. Death Spinner. Torrent. Norse cover, torrent. Everything has Norse cover.
Mm-hmm.
Flicker Jump. In your movement phase, each time this unit is selected to make a normal move, it can use this ability. If it does, until the end of the turn, this unit is not eligible to clear a charge, and models in it have the move characteristics of 24? Oh, Christ. But you roll a d6 for each model in the unit. For each one, it suffers a mortal wound. What the fuck, dude? Deathweaver. Strength 4, -1, damage 1, torrent, twin linked. So it's just a flamethrower unit now. A fast moving flamethrower unit.
But then stabs you.
That
If
then
they've got Lycus with them.
Dark Reapers. They just got missile launchers now. Alright. Oh, God. Inescapable accuracy. Each time model of this unit makes a ranged attack, you can ignore any and all modifiers that attack split. They're Havocs. They're Havocs from Chaos Space Marines.
Mhm.
Ouch.
Also, almost all of their weapons ignore cover. Correct.
My brother got striking scorpions because I got them for him for Christmas, so I want to see what they do. Manda Blasters. Each time all this unit makes a melee attack, if it made a charge move this turn, an unmodified roll of 5 scores a critical hit. Biting Blades is sustained hits 1 at strength 6, a -3 damage 1. Ooh. Scorpion Chainsword, sustained hits 1. Okay, so these guys like to hit a lot. Though it looks like they're not an anti-vehicle unit anymore.
You can give the Scorpion Claw to the Exarch.
Yeah, but it doesn't have like
Which is
anti-vehicle anything. It's just a power fist now.
Mm. No, they're basically like they're stealthy scout howling banshees basically. No, which,
That's
okay.
fair. Shining Spears. Extreme mobility. Each time this unit makes a normal move, advance, fallback, or charge move, ignoring any vertical distance when determining the distance moved. Okay.
They just fly.
They just fly around. What you doing? Flying around. Flying around.
Forting
Flying.
plans.
Just flying. Ruining
Rangers.
plants?
Ruining plans. Are you?
Yes.
No.
Rangers. Path of the Outcast. Once per turn, when an enemy unit ends a normal advance or fallback move within 9, you can make a normal move up to D6 away. Shroud Runners. Target acquisition in your shooting phase. After this unit is shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks. Made with a long rifle. Until the end of the phase, that enemy unit cannot have the benefit of cover. Oh, crap. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, let's take a look at the Wraiths here, because Wraiths are pretty beefy, pretty good. Wraith Blades. You can either give them a Ghost Axe or Ghost Sword. Ghost Axe, you're trading quantity of hits over just pure strength. You hit on 4s at strength 7, 8 -2, damage 2, or you take the blades for 2 extra attacks, so you have 5 attacks. Hitting on 4, strength 5, 8 -2, damage 2. Malevolent Souls. Each time a model in this unit is destroyed by a melee attack, it gets fight on death?
But it's already dead.
Why? Why do you need that? That's bullying. They're bullying. They're bullying, chat. Judge, they're bullying.
Judge, my opponent's army seems to be better than mine.
Psychic Guidance. While this unit is within 12 of one or more Eldari Psychic models, they have a leadership characteristic of 6, and they add 1 to their hit roll. Yep.
Yeah, they're really easy to battle shock normally. Actually.
Oh yeah, because they're leadership 8. I see that.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, Wraithguard can pull out of combat and shoot. I could
yeah.
I could see lists running both one flamethrower unit and one sniper unit, and putting the flamethrower unit in front of the sniper unit.
Mm-hmm. Also, I mean, the Spirit Seer is actually nothing to sniff at.
Oh, but you can only have 5 in each unit. That's a good balancing act.
Mm.
Still a pain in the ass to deal with, but you can get past it.
Spirit Seer, the one that should be like with these guys at all times. Why do you not have a psychic attack? Okay, well, you do with the Witch Staff, but Witch Staff is garbage. Oh my god. Spirit Seer. While this model is within 3 or 1 or more friendly Wraith constructs, this model has Lone Operative. Spirit Mark. Once per turn in your movement phase, select 1 friendly Wraith unit within 6 of this model, excluding Titanic, and 1 enemy unit visible to it. You gain sustain hit. That unit gains sustain hits 1. And if you have him nearby, if he's within 6 of a Wraith unit, he can repair D3 wounds.
Yep.
Wraith Knights. They have
both versions.
Yeah, chat. They have 2 Wraith Knight profiles. One without a melee weapon, one with a melee weapon. The only melee weapon the Wraith Knight has without a melee weapon is just its feet. Where are the fists? Why is there 2 data sheets? This seems...
The fists are covered in guns.
Yeah.
Alright. Wraith Knight, Titanic Strides. Each time this model makes a normal advance or fallback move, it can move through models excluding Titanic units and sections of terrain features that are 4 inches or less in height. It can move within engagement range of enemy models, but cannot end that move with an engagement range of any of them. It can also move through sections of terrain features that are more than 4 inches in height, but if it does, after it is moved, roll 1d6. On a 1, this model is battle shocked.
Yeah, it's basically the ability that I think all knights, all the big knights have now. Which is they can just move through stuff.
Point blank devastation. Each time this model's heavy wraith cannons or sun cannon targets a unit within half range, you can reroll the dice to determine the number of attacks made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, fuck you. That's a dick move. Wraith Knight with Ghost Glaive. Either 5 attacks at strength 16, AP minus 3, d6, or 15 attacks at strength 8, AP minus 2, damage 2. You can give it a 4-up invulnerable save. It's just a 4-up invulnerable save.
What's the profile? What's the profile of the heavy wraith cannon? Sorry.
D3 shots at range 36, hits on 3, strength 20, AP minus 4, damage 2d6.
Yeah, it's the strength 20. I was like,
it's not a nice gun.
with dev wounds.
It's a very mean gun, one could say.
And it can have and that weapon can have sustained hits 1 because of the Spirit Seer.
Yep. Titanic Agility. Each time this model makes a normal advance or fallback move, it can move through models and terrain features. When doing so, it can move within a gate. It's just... Okay. Okay. Get bullied, Monkai. Wraith Lord. Fated Hero. At the start of the battle, select 1 of the following keywords. Infantry, monster, mounted vehicle. Each time this model makes an attack that targets a unit with the selected keyword, reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1. While there is a Psyker model within 12 of this unit, improve its weapon skill characteristic, ballistic skill and weapon skill by 1, as a leadership of 6+.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So there. Okay, so now I'm seeing the downside of their detachment. I am seeing the downside. Because these guys hit on 4s now. They don't hit on 3s naturally anymore.
Yeah.
So okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Still, it's gonna hurt like a bitch. But now I can see, like, why you should be taking out their Psykers.
Also, no invulnerable on the Wraith Lord. It's just a 2-up save.
My brother loved hemlocks. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. It's no longer a... It's no longer a flamethrower. But it's still strength 12, AP minus 4, D6 shots, damage 2. My brother loved hemlocks back in 8th edition.
Yes, if only flyers were actually good in 10th.
Yeah.
They'll probably be decent in 11th. They usually swing back.
Yeah, no, they got completely fucking butchered here, and my brother has a tiger shark that he just can't use anymore now because of it. Because it has to be off the table for turn 1, it comes on turn 2 and cannot fire, and it only starts doing stuff on turn 3. That's 3 turns of wasted shit.
Also, everyone forgets that Crimson Hunters are also Aspect Warriors.
Yeah, they are.
They're an Aspect Shrine.
The Pilot Aspect Shrine.
Mm-hmm. Which means they have a Phoenix Lord.
Where is he? I don't know.
Yeah, he's basically the Red Baron of Eldar. Like that's like the deal. He's like the best pilot in the galaxy.
You know what? I choose to believe that you just hear the sound of a World War I propeller plane when he's in battle. Not like the quiet streaks of a plane. Nah, he intentionally put propellers on his fucking plane to make you hear him. Christ. Wave Serpents. This is like the main transport my brother runs. Holds 12. Each Wraith construct takes up 2. Wave Serpent Shield. Each time a ranged attack targets this model, if the strength characteristic of that attack is greater than the toughness characteristic of this model, subtract 1 from the wound roll. So be firing Meltas at this thing. Be firing Meltas at this thing. Understood.
I mean, it's toughness 9.
It's toughness 9.
And like you can plink this with bolters.
Yeah, you can plink it to death with bolters. It doesn't have that annoying ability anymore of dispersing the shield, which is good. All right.
I mean, there were previous editions where, as far as I remember, the shield ability was like you counted up the number of times it got hit, and then you got to make a shooting attack in your turn at that strength.
Christ.
That was like however many like armor saves you made, like.
No.
Or however many times you got hit, but it didn't penetrate the armor because at that time it was the multi-profile armor thing of, like, yeah.
I'm so glad stuff isn't that complicated anymore.
We also have Falcon, which apparently is getting reboxed. No.
Fire prisms. Ooh. No, they have the linked fire still? No.
Mm-hmm.
When selecting targets for this weapon, you can measure range and determine visibility from another friendly fire prism model that is visible to the bearer. When doing so, this weapon has an attack characteristics of 1.
Mm-hmm.
Prism Cannon. Dispersed Pulse. 2d6 at strength 6, 8-2, damage 2. Prism Cannon. Focused. At strength 18, 8-4, damage 6 at 2 shots. Ooh.
Oh god, I remember this tank is awesome, but I remember the first ever. I had a friend who asked me to help him try to build his fire prism, and this was in either 3rd or 4th edition. When the body of the tank was plastic, the turret was plastic, and the fire prism gun was metal. And wasn't this long, sleek lance thing it is in the new one, it was a giant diamond of metal that stuck onto the side of the turret. It was about a quarter the size of the tank. It was a solid chunk of metal. The thing would actually like break off its flying stand because of the weight.
All right. Let's look at the Yanari here quick. The Yakarn. Swirling Soul Energy. Flamethrower, D6 plus 3. Strength 7, AP minus 1, damage D3. Not bad. It gets a strike attack at strength 12, AP minus 4, damage D6. Or it can double its attacks for strength 6, AP minus 4, damage 1. Inevitable Death. Once in each of your opponent's turns, this model is on the battlefield when another friendly Eldari unit is destroyed. Just after removing the last model in that unit, you can remove this model from the battlefield and set it up as close as possible to where that destroyed model was destroyed, and not within engagement range of one or more enemy units. Oh no. Each time this model destroys an enemy unit, it regains up to D3 lost wounds. That's annoying. I hate that. And of course, as was stated earlier, the Dark Eldar are in the book. There's no homunculi, but there is Cabalite and witches.
And they only have one of the boats.
Yeah, they have the main. Well, they have the boat and the venom.
Mm-hmm.
So you get one of two you get both transports from it. You don't get a Ravager, sadly, which is fine. Little Forest, thank you for the order there. Thank you. Oh, no, that was Crusader Orthodox. Thank you for the subs. So, all in all, what do I think of this book? What do I think of this codex? GW? You need to find a way to balance these fuckers.
I mean, I think they did. It's called Toughness 3 across the entire army and 4 up armor saves.
I mean, fair. But, Christ?
Yeah, if you hit them, they break.
I mean, yeah, they do break. It's just like, oh my god, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they
But,
hit
like,
really hard.
Yeah, but like the wraiths, like we saw this when we were talking about it. Like, okay, the detachment is like it offsets it a little bit, but like if you start killing the psychers, the wraiths do get considerably worse.
Yeah.
They stop being able to use their They stop being able to use the army ability. They hit not as well. Okay, they're gonna hate the unit that killed the psyker, but that can be a like. If you're a Vindicary Assassin taking out Spirit Seers, which is a cool way of doing it, to be fair, that's one model that they get bonuses to hit. Like, the rest of your army can just kill them.
Yeah, the weakness of Eldar is always going to be toughness. Like, they're fragile, they're weak. Like, you blow on them and they fall over. The strength of the Eldar, though, from this is that... Oh, Wolfen, thank you for the gifted subs. The strength of the Eldar here is that they hit really damn hard, and their characters are very much like you need to be prioritizing bringing them and protecting them, because they help keep your army alive. The second that your characters die... it's going to be a pain in the ass. Because, yeah, even though for, like, the Wraith Guard, with the Wraith attachment, you do get grudge tokens against units that killed your Psychers, that's only going to take you so far. But there is a very clear advantage to bringing, like, one of each Aspect Shrine with their Aspect Shrine leader, or, like, bringing multiple units of, Fire Dragons, and, why am I blanking on their name? like multiple units of fire dragons, dark reapers, and warp spiders. I can see a lot of clear advantages to that. All in all, do not be surprised if you see Eldar with 60% win rates or higher for the next little bit.
They're good. I'm curious as to whether Deathwatch being as powerful as they are right now is actually going to keep the Eldar down, because Deathwatch seem to have a lot of tools that can offset a lot of the shenanigans that the Eldar can do.
Yeah.
But like tournament win rates are a bad metric for this anyway, because like historically, the people that play tournament Eldar are among the most skilled players in terms of like, because this is like a very. I was watching the Poor Hammer thing about like the magic psychographics as applied to AOS, and it sort of applies this. This is a very spiky army. It rewards skillful play.
Yeah, Eldar has always been that way, in my opinion. It
Yeah,
rewards people that know how to use the army, know what their strengths and weaknesses are, and know how to apply them where they need to be applied, and how to shore up the weaknesses of Eldar. And yeah, like, don't ever pay attention to win rates about like how broken an army is, because win rates are. You gotta remember, like, there's a lot of people showing up with the same army. That can affect a lot of win rates.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Player could be absolutely garbage at it and only win every 2 or 3 fights that they take, versus a good player winning every 8 or 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Like with Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, we just saw in like the most recent YCS, Fire Kings, a deck from 2014, top. Like, what the fuck?
And it wasn't just one deck of Fire Kings that was present, though. There was like 3 iterations of it.
One thing I did prepare for this, because I knew you were going to talk about it, and I thought I'd go and point this up. I did actually prepare a 2,000 point list that I think is fun. If you want to hear it.
Oh, sure.
Very quickly. So it uses the aspect host detachment. We're running that, and the army is Asserman and 10 Dire Avengers, Baharoth and 5 Swooping Hawks, Lycus and 5 Warp Spiders, Fugan and 10 Fire Dragons, Jane Zar and 10 Howling Banshees, 10 Striking Scorpions, 10 Striking Scorpions, 3 Shining Spears, and an Avatar of Cain. And it is 1,965 points.
Understood!
Not quite 2K exactly, but close enough.
There's nothing else you can put in that will get up to 2K, and you can't take any enhancements because they're all epic heroes.
Yep. Anything above is pretty much just a bus either.
Yeah. I was trying to get Eldrad in as well, but I couldn't. But I was just like, I just want to. Oh, and sorry, and Mugen Ra and 5 Death Reapers as well, like Dark Reapers as well. So you just get to run all of the Aspect Warriors, and their Phoenix Lords and an Avatar. It's under 2,000 points. Is that army good? Probably not.
We'll see.
Either way, it is late. I am barely focused because I haven't been sleeping well at all. So like I'm not doing okay. But there is a new video coming this Saturday. It's part of the new series that I started. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's not a long video. It's like 2 minutes 40 seconds, but it's gonna be part of a new quick series of like stuff that's posted in the middle of the month to give you like that quick pick me up before like the longer end of the month content. So we'll see how much you guys enjoy that. Remember that $2,000 by the end of the month, you get a Fire Warrior review, and I stream it for all of your enjoyment as I suffer through it. Yes, I have lifted the restriction on Wolfen and TCOM.
Nope, not happening. Doing it out of spite.
You're doing it out of spite? Why are you doing it out of spite?
Because you put the restriction on me in the first place.
I put it on you in the first place so that way, like, it wasn't destroyed immediately. Like, we gotta give people a chance, right?
I'm giving them a chance.
Okay. Well, either way, we're paying attention to
Which
that, but
basically means to all of you, get ready for some shit show.
yeah, get ready for some shit show. As well, I also made the deal that if you get me to 15K subscribers, I do it, and I also do it then. So it's one or the other, but we'll see what happens. But until then, chat, you all have a fantastic night, and I will see you all on Friday, in case the world doesn't blow up. But good night, everybody.